Alright, so what we're doing today, we're going to mess around with some wet clutch stuff. This is only the beginning of it. I'm going to play around. I'm sick of burning up clutches. We don't make stock horsepower, I guess, for the clutch pads. So we rip them and tear them up. We warp these plates real bad and stuff like that. So I'm going to start experimenting with some wet clutches. Right now I just have the black pads in it. I'm going to go ahead and start with the black pads and go from there. I've ordered a whole bunch of different types of wet clutch material, and I've got like our heavy duty spring going through, so it's already like 2 or 3 times the clamping force as a stock spring. And then our guy Ryan that designed the cases has designed a super thick clutch plate that I think is going to work great for wet clutches, and we're going to mess around. And so yeah, I just, you know, trying to make this stuff better and easier and show everybody how to use it and everybody have fun. In this particular model, you know, you got like the grease inside all the clutch bearings, and when that gets hot, it melts into your pads and your clutch slips. And it's super pain in the ass. And then you got real bad gear wear, not necessarily on this one because it's hardened, but some of these out here are not hardened, and you get a lot of noise and racket inside the engine. And I'm gonna make a little video of how loud this thing is as far as the clutch area here in just a second. And you'll see like the difference between the way it is and then with the cover on it, and then with what I'm gonna start with is some Type F transmission fluid. I like Type F because I think it's a little thinner. I believe that's like what Ford and stuff uses. I can't really remember. But anyways, Type F. And then we're gonna try like some additives. We're gonna try like some friction plate stuff and go from there. I went ahead and drilled a hole here. I'm just gonna use a little rubber plug for now, just to try it because it's simpler to move in and out. So I figured the plug sitting here would be between here, and then I can push the plug in further and it won't, you know, hit the gear and get nasty stuff everywhere. So we're gonna try that out. I'm just gonna use a regular gasket. I'm gonna use the brown paper gasket. I think it'll seal up better than the other conventional gray gaskets that kits come with. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna shoot this little video of it running, and I'll add it to the video, and then we're gonna start adding fluid to it, and then we're gonna go try to ride it. Hang tight. Alright, so I got the bike fired up. You can hear the clutch. Four bearings in that thing are not gonna last long. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put the cover on it and see how much that helps the dampening noise, and I'll crank it back up and try it again. And then we're going to add the fluid and listen to the noise reduction, and then we're going to try and see if it'll even pull it. Hang tight, guys. Alright guys, I got the fluid in now. I've got about 2 ounces up there. We got the pipe. Now it's got a little bit slippy to it from what I could tell when I first cranked it up, and I rode it just a hair, so it does slip just a little bit. It does have black rubber pads in it, which are not made for wet. So I'm gonna adjust the clutch in it and make it make the clamp force a lot harder on it, and see if I can get it to somewhat bite. And then once the new pads come in, I'm going to swap the pads and stuff out, and I'm gonna swap the pressure plate out, and hopefully we can get this thing to work eventually. So that's the mission. These clutches and these things are just not meant for horsepower. They're not really meant for durability. I mean, we've done everything in the world in them. I mean, we've put 12, 13 horsepower on before, but they eat right up. So stay tuned. This is it for this video. We're gonna try again with some other things. See you.